Idle hands make dull warriors. Hope you're ready to follow through. Get on with it before I change.
Could use some action. Why is everything always such a...
What a nice day.
Sweet All-Mother, what the hell is gods? Do we even... I've always known they're savages, but this just proves it beyond doubt. Take it back. Tell them to stay the hell away from here, and make it very clear that if they send another gift...
You're ungrateful bastard. So what? The Keepers let Van... Fine. Once we take the Horns of the South, that quarter... Ugh, One Eye is gonna be furious. You head to the temple.
Still doesn't tell me anything. First, he showed up here like a dimwit. Now you're walking around camp like it's nothing. I look into your eyes and I don't know whether you're made of steel, but you are here. And Maven didn't chop you to pieces with her. I guess that has to be enough, for now. If you need something, talk to Vran. She's in charge. Grodair walks in another world. His body is here, but his mind is lost. To Dalriata, madness is the worst fate we can face. Therov prefers not to imagine where Grodair... Therov prefers not to look at the lost brother. Therov hails from the Theod tribe, while the brothers are Svein. Therov prefers not to interfere in... Aye, there is wisdom in that, Wanderer. But no Dalriata would take on this task. All signs suggest that Grodair is slipping into madness. And though when you don't know what you're going to fight, you don't know how to fight. That's why no Dalriata can help. Sobdair would like to help, but he's a simple... Truly, a wanderer, that's honorable of you. Give this potion to Grodair and hold his hand. With a bit of luck, you'll find Grodair there himself. Either way, Therov offers good luck.
I don't know. It's Sobder. I hear him calling me. Help me, brother. It's all so hazy, so dark. I was chasing a deer, but it ran too far. And night caught up with then just darkness. I tried to take Sobder's challenge to free myself, but I felt anger tearing me apart from the inside. Thank you. Well, if it is a tear in the weirdness, I'm sure of it now. I spoke with Derov. Either way, I never want to go back there. Made a deal with Sob, and being the good little brother he is, I know he'll... I'm gonna sit here until my strength comes. Speaking of loyalty and good deeds, it's fine steel and weird deer antler. If you're... It does. Each of us makes our own talisman. Better, that's for sure. Thanks to you. You don't know how much I missed sitting around the fire with my little brother, eating his... May the weirdness...
Someone's bound to start trouble. Acting like a fool won't get you The Wanderer saved Grodair. He'll be fine. He's back with us. And if not, at least he'll... We don't wish to. Ferov sees it. Besides, Grodair would choose death over falling into madness again. What of it? The Dalriata are not like those in Camelot. We don't make women wear fraught, and if they have names, it means they earned them like all other Dalriata. Go.
Could use a fight.
We need to make a plan. Camelot will soon figure out something's not right.
Don't fret. To the Dolriada, honor matters more than life itself. We gave you our word.
But do you realize taking this temple was a terrible idea, right? It's just gonna speed up Camelot's intervention.
Taking the temple was inevitable.
Why? Do you mean? What do you mean? Are you trying to provoke Camelot into invading? Or do you just not?
We believe in the same goddess, but we call her Mirror.
That doesn't answer. What do you want? You don't look like you're from the tribes. How did you even get in here?
Whoever she is, I can't say she lacks courage. We don't usually take visitors, so she must have found a way to get here. Well, that seems to be a matter for the Horns of the South. I do not need to be involved. I trust you to know what should be shared, and what's best kept to yourself.
I don't know what kind of madness brought you here, flashing that pin, but my friend's right. You've got... Ha! Good luck with that. Only King Arthur can wield Excalibur. Every fool on Avalon knows that. Ah, Caradoc. Well, that changes things. I had a feeling that pin you're waving around were his. Fine. Yes, every new captain gets a set of secrets passed down from his predecessor. And yes, one of those secrets is how to touch Excalibur and survive. But nothing in life is free. You know that. Do something for me. Galahad the Pure is breathing down my neck. And I hate it when somebody's breathing down my neck. Even worse, One-Eye's men says he's already set up camp at our old stronghold. In theory, the Horns of the South should be on an equal footing with the Round Table. But that's just theory. In reality, they treat us like we're beneath them. They demand we supply them with food and protect the South, and all we get in return are threats that Galahad will be sent to put us in our place. I met him once. He's no knight. He's a butcher. Bloody windfucker will fly from Camelot to the Horns just to hang half of the garrison for whatever he himself will perceive as disobedience or treason. And, I can assure you, there won't be any investigating when he arrives. Oh, he's got a lot on his conscience. He leaves a trail of fire and ruins everywhere he goes. He keeps preaching that fire purifies all. Galahad doesn't bother with, but from what I've heard, even Camelot's getting tired of him. Sometimes, you've got to talk to people. No need to chase after them with a... You'll see soon enough how fanatical he is. Galahad's the last thing the Horns of the South need right now. Don't tell me you're that naive. Do you know how he earned the title, The Pure? It's because he somehow got it into his thick skull that evil is everywhere. So, he goes round setting everything on fire. I mean, yeah, sure. It's pure after that. Well, except for the charred corpses. But nobody in Camelot seems to care about those. My arse is purer than this guy, even after I take a huge dump. Galahad needs to die, obviously. That'll solve most of our problems. We'll just say he had an, well, unfortunate accident. But then we can continue our talks with the tribes, and by the time anyone from Camelot decides to act, it'll be too late. I don't see any way out of this that doesn't end in open war between Camelot and the tribes. Not to mention, half of my men will probably end up burned at the stake for treason or some other and I can't openly risk a coup. That would only make matters even more. So, as you can see, you're the only one who... Well, what's wrong with that? It's him or us. If we let him snoop around here any longer, he's going to uncover our plan to protect the South. And if that happens, trust me, in theory, the Horns of the South should be on an equal footing with the Round Table. But in reality, they've been trying to suppress us. And the fact they're funding most of our operations, like building... Yeah, it's that simple. Just flash that pin to his guards. They'll let you in with that. And now, excuse me, I have...
Trust Camels.
Too quiet.
You must really like it. It's strange. I've spent and I definitely haven't met many people willing to come up and chatter. Or maybe yours is too crowded. Stare.
Stop right there. Who are you? And what do you want here? It's Sir Galahad to you, vagrant. But it's true, this is our camp. We're his personal guard. But you won't be meeting tonight until you tell us why you're here. It's true that this pin obliges me to take you to the knight. But did you go? But bear in mind that Galahad is not a patient man. The door is open. Try not to make him...
I can hear you. Who goes there? It's shiny, sure, but you clearly have no idea what you're doing. Waving a round table pin in front of a knight of the round table? Not the smartest move. Normally, I'd throw you out for your arrogance and stupidity. But you're lucky. I've got a soft spot for boldness. And that pin has me curious. Where'd you get it? You mean you found Caradoc's tomb and robbed it? Interesting. And when exactly did this happen? Where did you last see him? I see. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. So what do you want then? The one on the left was questioning my orders. For some reason, he thought his opinions were more important than obedience in the middle of a war. They aren't. The one on the right decided Camelot wasn't paying enough, so he thought that was a good enough excuse to help himself to his comrades' pockets. It wasn't. Ask them. We're going to fight the Dalrita. We're driving that rabble out of the All-Mother's temple. And when we head home, we'll put their heads on pikes at the gates of the Forlorn Swords. That way the rest of those barbarians will know Camelot is still watching over them. Even if we have to protect them from... Oh, so you don't know? One Eye's a traitor. He's fooled the younger tribesmen with grand promises of uniting the tribes and marching north. The Council of Elders is still loyal to us. They want no part in a war. He's just a bandit, abandoned by his own people. When his village fell, no one came to help. And One Eye, like the rat he is, ran. I'm just here to finish what I started. And when the Elders see us take down One Eye, the war's already here. It's been going on for a while. We're fighting each other in the west, and people are whispering about rebellion in the north. The last thing we need is united tribes. At the beginning, yes. But they're primitive. They don't respect order, and they never will. Arthur gave them the Forlorn Swords, a rich land where they could govern themselves. They were supposed to watch the giants deliver iron and... But no, that wasn't enough for them. I've always thought Avalon would be better without them. Arthur probably gathered them all in one place. But that didn't work, so we'll have to do... That was the plan. It's my job to keep those lazy fish eaters in check. But the Dalrita showing up. That made things more... That That's exactly why we need Camelot and the Horns of the South to be... You do know that the lighthouse of the Horns of the South works like a giant menhir, right? It's why we... As for how the Dalrita feel about the weirdness, I don't care. I'm here to protect our... I know what people say about me. They think I'm a madman who burns everything. A butcher. But I believe that only decisive action gets results. There's no room for mercy. It's the only way to prevent the fall of Avalon. Marvelous.
You're nothing but a peasant! You are nothing but a... Let your guard down. You're nothing but an... My arm has never failed me. 'Tis just a flesh wound. I see fear in your eyes. Your armor won't save you. You are nothing but a peasant. Hold your ground, men.
Oh, look who's here. How's the destiny of the South graced my humble abode? You just killed a knight of the Round Table and you have no questions about what it was for. Really? Because sometimes the best defense is a good offense. We were backed into a corner. You know, it was us or him. First off, he represented Camelot, and we're done with their influence. No more of their war. Second, after the massacre of One Eye's tribe, his death was convenient for both of us. And when the tribes finally unite and come down, he figured me out. He knew what I'd discovered, and he wanted to stop me. Proof that Camelot is rotten to the core, and that allying with the tribes is... I didn't plan to tell you, but my one-eyed friend convinced me. Since you took down Galahad, you deserve to know. As a reward for your help, I'll share this. Here, take this seal. In the sunken village, you'll find the entrance to... Everyone knows the story of how the evil druid sealed and flooded the place. It's true. Well, at least part of it. But the real story is why One Eye broke the old seals and replaced them with his own. If you want to see what Camelot was so desperate to hide, you'll find your answers there. Behind the statue, you'll find where to use the seal. Once you do, you'll see that if that doesn't convince you that Camelot's foundations are more crap-coloured than tinged with ivory, I won't tell you anything more. I'd hate to spoil the surprise. I'll catch up with you later. I'm sure you'll understand exactly.
Idle hands make dull warriors.
Someone's bound to start trouble.
I don't know how to praise thanks to you. know this place. I remember it, although my memory is still clouded. I was here with Merlin. We had a disagreement about something important. It was here that the idea of how to end the war with the Four-Dwellers first took shape. But what happened next is still unclear. I don't remember. And yet, I know it had something to do with Seawall, a place of his eternal rest. But something is wrong.
You are not him. The Dalriata promised me revenge. They understand what happened here. Everyone who comes here has the right to ask. I was the most loyal of Arthur's men. I was the first to go ashore and take on any day. Then came the war. I fought by his side, shielded him with my own body. But Arthur wanted more. Arthur longed to possess a power equal to that of our enemy. So Merlin decided our king must first become immortal. Only then could he achieve. But Merlin needed volunteers. Trusted people to go first to make sure that his so we wouldn't risk Arthur's life in trying to grant him immortality. They thought I had died. Arthur's greed and Merlin's obsession made me what I am now. Arthur should have made sure. I know there were others after me. I know that the king didn't hesitate to do anything to achieve his goal. He experimented on all the knights, abusing their oath, their lives, our lives. Arthur doomed his people to eternal suffering. Their names forgotten. He sacrificed the lives of the noblest of men. And this is the greatest possible betrayal. We cannot be helped. We cannot be killed. The Dalriata promised to burn down Camelot, avenge the memory of all my brothers. Camelot was built on betrayal. People have to build a new world. Let the dead leave this one.
And? What do you think? Well, look at it this way. Seawall, the founder of the famous stronghold in the south, Arthur's legendary aide, and his trusted friend in reality, meant nothing to him. I feel bad for him, when I think about it, 600 years spent in a tomb, fully aware. But what does it matter? I mean, perhaps it doesn't matter to you or me, but there are people who'll be shattered by it. It'll open their eyes and disprove everything they believed in until now. I couldn't come up with it if I tried. I didn't even have to try because it's all true, to some extent. They're just fools. Somebody made a stupid mistake in the past. Somebody came up with traditions and stories to mask what was done. And for hundreds of years, fools were eating it up because the lies were easier to believe. Really, there's no point in invoking tradition. The only thing that matters is safety and loyalty towards the one who can provide it. And honestly, I don't believe the ones running this entire circus will protect anyone but the... Well, now we found ourselves in what I'd probably call a clusterfuck. And somehow you unwittingly became the most important person in the region, because your decision will change how the entire situation unfolds. You see, my boys from the Horns of the South are split down the middle. Some will back me, but others won't, understand what I'm trying to do. The latter, like Feargas, are the traditionalists, and they know me. If I came to them with this revelation, they'd think it was a conspiracy. But if someone from the outside, someone Feargas trusts, steps in and convinces him, you see where I'm going with this. That's what I wanted to hear. Go talk to Feargas. Get him to visit this place. After you're done, please visit me in the temple. I just hope Feargas shows some sense and doesn't let his pride take...
It was the most painful thing I heard. I didn't know. I had no idea this is what happened to him. There were other things that required my attention. We were losing the war. I was needed everywhere. I should have paid more attention to what Merlin was doing. I shouldn't have let go. That's a question better suited for Merlin if he was still around. I always thought it was where his druids got drunk and danced naked in the moonlight. He gave me an entire lecture about the delicate balance of life and death, how they are intertwined within nature. That, he claimed, was what the Cromlechs were meant to be. The heart of their power. A place where it could be harnessed and cultivated. Still, he never invited me to any of their celebrations. How could I? It took place after my death, and I was not summoned back when it happened. Yet I believe they did what had to be done. If the Four-Dweller was a threat, one that could neither be questioned nor studied, you do not understand how dreadful these creatures are. Even with the weirdness weakened, they remain. We cannot fault these people for defending themselves. Not much. I never encountered one myself, but I heard stories about them. Mist-bearers, like most creatures on this island, emerged from the weirdness. Merlin forbade his apprentices from hunting them.
Druids were too valuable to our war effort to be distracted by what became of them after the war. I do not know. Much the same. He was a fierce warrior, determined to... I watched him closely, and I found him too consumed by cruelty. That is why I chose Seawall and Palamedes as my closest confidants. Not him. Yet this Galahad still seems devoted to Camelot and the old ways, and he remains just as fierce.
Oh, really? And here I thought the Horns of the South had no secrets left to hide from me. But go ahead. Surprise me. Have I ever mentioned I'm not a big fan of your sense of humor? Now, tell me what you really want, or walk away. This isn't funny. I'm no Galahad, burning people at the stake for heresy, but I don't appreciate this kind of behavior either. Still, judging by the look on your face, all right then. I'll go and check it out. I saw what you wanted me to see. We need to talk. Honestly, everything I believed has been seriously challenged. I need some time to get used to it. Why did you show this to me? Because it could be that I'd be better off not knowing. What they did to Seawall is unthinkable and absolutely unforgivable. What will the other keepers say? What will happen to the Horns of the South? And what about Camelot? Everything we believed was a lie. You're right. In the end, it doesn't matter what Camelot was back then. What matters is what we are now. And we did everything in our power to keep the South safe. But this will be the end of the Horns of the South. No young man will join our ranks when hundreds of years of our history are gurgling down the drain. Any ideas? it sounds better than the alternative. That we're a bunch of fools believing in children's fables of knightly honor, valor, and purity. And we'll have to give everyone some hope to cling to after the truth about Seawall comes out. All right. I assume Brandon put you up to this, so you can go and congratulate him. I'll support this case, if only for the safety and well-being of our boys. I don't have to like it one bit, but I can try to make it easier for the garrison.
Getting restless.
Ah, you're back. So, what news do you bring? Good. Just as I expected. I do feel for the boy. He really loved Camelot. Probably the last truly loyal keeper. I knew his honor wouldn't let him hide it from the others in the Horns. Nicely done. Now, I'll get One Eye, and together we'll go to the Horns with the good news. Not everyone will be happy about it. Well, that's for me to deal with. Those who don't support us will be released from their oath, and I'll ensure they're safe until they leave. After that, whatever they choose to do is up to them.
Brothers, today marks a new chapter in the history of the Horns of the South. Today, we put an end to fear and poverty. I understand your pain. I know you feel helpless in the face of the looming terror of the weirdness. Camelot has abandoned us, brothers. For years, they've given us no aid. All they do is take our resources, send us to senseless slaughter, and keep us in the dark. Camelot doesn't see us as equals. They've forgotten Seawall Firstfoot's legacy and the promise King Arthur made to us. We were meant to stand as equals. We were meant to be just as powerful as them. And all this time, do you know what they've done to the founder of the Horns of the South? For over 600 years, Seawall has been alive, forgotten by King Arthur and all of Camelot. You don't have to take my word for it. Seawall's tomb is open. Go and see for yourselves. I say, enough. Enough of being fed a rotten myth that turned out to be one great lie. We swore loyalty to the torturers of one of the noblest knights to ever walk Avalon. I say, enough! We will no longer honor an oath made to dishonorable people. We won't let ourselves be exploited any longer. But, my brothers, I bring news. Galahad the Pure, the same Galahad who threatened to burn half our garrison at the stake, is dead. Galahad's death is our chance to break free from Camelot. Enough lies. No more risking everything for those who only know how to take. You're probably wondering, how can we protect the South on our own? How can we defend ourselves when Camelot comes to reclaim their slaves? Yes, that's what we are to them. I know the lockdown of the fortress surprised you, and for that, I truly apologize, but it was necessary to keep you from attacking our new allies, the Del Rita tribes, led by One Eye.
I know, my brothers, I know. This must be a shock, especially since I didn't share my plans with you earlier. But hear me out. Thanks to this alliance between the Horns of the South and the Dal Riada tribes, we are securing the safety of the South and our independence from Camelot.
The tribes will provide us with the military support our depleted ranks desperately need. The tribes will help us rid the South of the bandits who've plagued our people for years. Together, we'll share knowledge and resources to ensure a better future for all Southerners.
We will not drain your resources. In fact, we'll replenish your armories and fill your pantries. We'll stand together, fighting side by side to bring peace and order back to the South. In return, all we ask is your loyalty. If you see a brother from the Dal Riada fight in the Camelotian, stand with our brother. That's all.
Of course, if anyone isn't in favor of this alliance, you have the right to leave the service. I declare a new era for the Horns of the South. Those who don't wish to help build this future are released from their oaths. To those who choose to stay, I promise a good life, and you won't face any more threats. Now, brothers, return to your duties and rest easy. The Horns of the South will endure, and soon we'll be stronger than ever before.